Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Guys, as I mentioned before on the last, I think I did it on the last couple, about some treehouse beers. What has happened, guys, if you didn't see the beer mail video, one of my subscribers that lives about an hour away from here and where I live, and contacted me, told me that him and his friend were going to take a trip to Treehouse, wanted to know if I wanted anything. Well, to make a long story short, yes I did. So with that being said, they went up and I placed my order and they picked it up for me, and they visited family while they were in the area up there, and then came back and I met him yesterday, matter of fact, and well, Monday. You'll be seeing this after that, but I met him on Monday and got the beers. End up getting like $300 worth of Treehouse beers. So I don't expect all of these to be A beers. Some of these are transitional style beers, very low ABV beers. When I say low, in the 4 and 5% stuff that I would not typically spend my money on, but these were part of the mixed cases that I bought, and they do that. They'll throw some good beers in there, and some of these traditional average beers, if you will, in there, just to move them, just to get rid of them. And that brings me to where we're at today. Today's beer from Treehouse is Old Growth, and it is a California Common / steam beer. A lot of you craft beer may know Anchor has been brewing beers forever out in California, and their flagship is a steam beer. So it's a malty or caramel toffee herbal hop type of beer, something more like a dark lager-esque ale. So anyway, we'll get into that now. Describe what I've got on this one. This one, and I had another one of my subscribers when I posted the video. He put together a little list what he thought was the oldest, based on style and all that. And I went through and made some changes and additions to that, and ABVs and stuff added to it. So we're doing the oldest one first. As best we can tell, this was done. They have on the bottom, it says, "I like horses," and it says 9/1/22. So 9/1/22 on this one. I think this one is the oldest one in the packet. So evidently they had a bunch of those and they're trying to move them. That's why they put them in the mix packs like that. But again, probably being a 4.9% beer, I mean, I probably would not spend my money on this otherwise, but I wanted to buy as many different ones as I could, and I did buy like a bunch of King Julius's and stuff. So I did get multiple. So if you haven't seen the beer mail video, go back and you'll see I've got them all lined up in the onesies, twosies, and ones I got 3, ones I got 4, and more. Got them all lined up there. So we got about 26 different ones. So we got a few to do. So let's get on with this one. I know this is going to be a longer video explaining all that to you guys. Old Growth Kentucky Common. So I've read the date on it, a lot of information on here. Old Growth is our Kentucky Common Ale and companion to our house-made bourbon Old Growth. So they actually make a bourbon that just goes with. Brewed with a wealth of available information. We utilize 6-row barley, corn, crystal malt, black malt, cluster hops to recreate this historical style that is mostly lost to our past. So, this was a popular style at one time before the, probably pre-prohibition this style, and then after that the Budweisers and the Millers and the Coors took over. And this basically wasn't brewed a whole lot. So anyway, sweet and mild, historically styled, thoughtfully revived, 16 ounce, Treehouse Brewing, Charlton, Massachusetts. So big, huge thanks to Chris for the offer and getting the beer here to me, guys. So I don't mind paying when I'm getting this kind of quality, and I expect good things from this package. You know, all of them are not going to be cans, so we're going to get on with the first one. Pop the top. Very cola-esque color coming out. Like I said, this should be a nice beer. I mean, I'm not going to blow my hair back on my socks off or anything like that. About a finger and a half of head on that, guys. Average of the light, I can see right through it. It looks like cola in the glass. Nice effervescence of bubbles streaming up, reinforcing the bottom of the head. Decent looking beer. To the nose we go. Yes, caramel, toffee, maybe a little molasses, an earthy hop. I get just a faint hint of a little bit of coffee, not much. And there's no coffee used in this, but nice maltiness, a little bit of sweet corn malt. Smells good. Cluster hops work well with this one. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Chris. Reminds me a lot of the Anchorstein beer. Nice malty. Maybe a hint of some nuttiness in there. Very pleasant. And at 4.9%, you could session these, no doubt. So you could have two for the ABV of an 8% or 8.5%. Swirly swirl, backhand going in, would be a great transition beer. Get somebody off of a macro lager into something with a little bit more maltiness, a little bit better ingredients, and not a lot of adjuncts or crap in there. It's something that's going to have a different profile than most lagers, pilsners, with the grassy, grainy, hay-esque aroma and taste. So very nice. I mean, it's a pleasant beer, guys. It is. So let's go sip on it. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. The other half got to sip on this a little bit too. I wanted her to try this. Was a very popular beer at one time, guys. Back before refrigeration, there were probably a lot more ales drank than lagers, unless you lived in a cold climate. I went back and looked. I didn't think it was this many, but it looks like I've reviewed 108 Treehouse beers so far, and some of them are repeaters. You know, I've done multiple times, and some of them are not. Just like the batch that I've got now. Some of these I have reviewed before, and some of them I have not. So I didn't think it was that many, 108. So thanks to the wonderful subscribers and Greg and his friends and family and some others that have sent me Treehouse beers since I think 2016. I've got quite a few of them that I've tasted, so I feel very blessed in that aspect of it, guys. But like I said, we're doing the oldest ones first. This one was done in on 9/1/22. This beer is probably going to keep 6 to 12 months, even though it's a low ABV at 4.9%. There's no hops that's going to fade and all that stuff. So I mean, it's gonna last for a little while. I can't think of a reason other than the ABV being low that you couldn't keep this beer, because I don't think there's anything gonna fade out over time. So anyway, guys, tasty beer. I enjoyed it. Found a choke. It's a little bit more bitter than I like, but I mean, I'm used to drinking bitter beers, but I think if maybe a little bit of lactose in there, or less bittering hops, make it just a tad sweeter, would be good. This would go good with any kind of food. So very easy drinking. Trying to think what I want to give this. It's a well-made beer. It fits the style perfectly. I'm gonna give it, for the style, and it's telling you that. Now a lot of times they'll give you the ABV and the canned on date at Treehouse, and sometimes you don't get that information. You won't get the date and you'll get the ABV, or you'll get the ABV and not the date, or you won't get either one. You won't get the ABV or the date. This one has the date on it. There are some in there that do not have dates on them, guys, so I don't know why that is. They have the machine, so I don't know why some do and some don't, and why some have the ABV and some don't. To me, I think it all should have it, but that's just me. 90 for me, guys. A-. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 90. I agree with them for a change. And Untapped has it at 3.86. And 865 people have commented on it over there. So that's their B+ range. I'm giving it just a little bit better grade than that, but because I'm not expecting super hoppy or this, that, and the other. I mean, a nice, rich, malty, maybe a little biscuity, caramel, toffee, and just a hint of molasses in there, not much. Very tasty, very easy drinking. So for the style, which was very popular at one time, it hits the nail on the head. So there are people that probably think it didn't get that grade, and people think it gets a better grade. So if you've had this, the Old Growth Kentucky Common, let me know what you think. And we got some more Treehouse. So till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.